who's the receiver
No, but
for
like-
the Bears.
Hey, what's up, folks? This is Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man. This is Moose, a.k.a. Big House,
And
man.
in Moose fashion, we start the show with no...
We are live.
3, 2, 1.
We are live.
You just told us to stop talking.
We are live, man, at Sticks. It's 361.
Indiana.
That's where we are, man. I tell you what, man. This is the host of the show.
That one was really loud.
It's the host of the show, and here's what we got, man. We got the star of the show, the one, the only LGZ Mbaku. What's happening?
Life's good unless you're a senator
Yes.
or a judge.
Yes. Hey, you know what? I was thinking about changing my name to the Bushmaster. I'm the stone that builders don't want to use. All right, anyway, I'm sorry.
Moose is, if y'all don't know that, Moose is late to the party on Luke
I
Cage.
am late and I am enthralled.
Enthralled, yeah.
Yeah, I'm for sure. That's a good word.
Enthralled.
So enthralled is going to be
is
our
that
word
our
for
word
this
of the
week.
night?
Hey, so our
Okay.
word for the week is enthralled. Hey! All right, so I tell you what, man.
So go ahead and get
you
on
know
that
what, that
Ozarks,
female.
man. When you get time, get on that
That's
Ozarks.
Okay,
what I
so as
heard.
soon
That's
as
what I
I
heard.
finish
The
last year
female,
too,
the female voice. The female voice, man. She's going to explain to us something
Yes.
about Ozarks. That's the one, the only run. E-M-C.
Hey, guys.
Gowski.
Hey, you know what? It makes me so happy that I saw you guys last Tuesday and Friday and today. It's like my life is complete.
I got some Saturday
And I saw
time
D'Lo.
in.
Yeah, I know. It's like I've been hanging out with you guys nonstop. It's so delightful. But after I finish Last Chance U, I'm going to start the Ozarks.
What the
I
hell is
will
this?
say, though, I'm a little distraught because I finished the first 2 seasons of Last Chance U. And I was very dedicated to the boys in the program at EMCC. And now it's a new program.
Well,
So I got to fall in love with them
man.
all over again. But, like, man, Coach Brown is way crazier than Buddy.
My thing is, Last Chance U, I can only watch it. I can't binge that because I will come here and want to fight everybody in here.
Nope, I love it so much. I just, like,
I gotta-
cannot stop watching it.
I got to watch it in sections,
Every
Why not?
free time I have.
because it is so upsetting. Bro. It's a very
See,
upsetting show. I watch that
I'm
and be
empowered
like,
by it.
man, they lost that first game. I'm still on season 1, like episode 6.
Oh, man, you got to keep going,
I
man.
know.
You're on season 1 still?
Yeah, I'm slow rolling.
Ollie and DJ are my boys on that season.
I had to catch up on Arrow.
So don't say nothing about me being,
I'm late.
being slow on
I'm late. I
on
had
Luke
to catch
Cage.
up on Arrow, man. Arrow is
Never heard of it.
So guys, guess what, man? We're not gonna be talking a whole long time tonight. So I
we
want
always
to
say that we get like 2 hours.
I want to put my man. You know, he's a smooth voice, man. D-Lo G. What's going on?
What is happening, brother? Man, I'm East. It's Indy's best
Yeah.
list for several categories, man. So I'm looking forward to talking about that tonight.
We didn't make it, so I'm kind of pissed about it.
I'm a little pissed about it. You know what, man? I was a little disappointed, man, because I got best cigar bar. Sticks didn't make it either, man. So we
What the
understand.
heck?
What was best?
Blasphemy.
What's best cigar bar?
I have to pull it back up, bro. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we
All
definitely
right.
get into that.
Hey, folks, man, Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man. We're up here. And, all right, so we got to jump right into something.
Let's go.
All right, so I am a Michigan Wolverines fan. I'm a lifelong fan, man. I
struggling this year,
love
man.
them. No, they're not struggling.
Let's
All
struggle.
right, so here's what's happening though.
Big Ten is struggling.
No,
Can you stop the bleeding, Big Ten?
It's
The
not-
Big Ten is not
Ten's
struggling.
Dude, they got blew out every game almost this weekend, bro. You didn't watch? Rutgers
no,
lost to...
Not the Hoosiers.
IU is 3-0.
Who?
Hoosiers.
There you go. All right, anyway.
We talking about Big Ten teams that matter.
So let's
See, now you're backtracking.
talk
You're a
about
jerk.
the school from Ohio. Anybody else want to say it? Because I do not.
Ohio State.
All right, so
The Ohio
Ohio
State.
State.
University.
there you go. Right. And so
OH.
their
we
coach, Urban Meyer, was suspended for 3 games
For no
because
There was a reason.
please be careful, because there was an assistant coach on the team that had allegations, and then it was found true that he was abusing his wife. As a matter of fact, at some point she was pregnant while he was doing it. And the big deal is that Urban did not fire.
Stop responding to calls to that resident because of the wife kept making what's the proper word to use for phony calls, bad calls,
False
accusations to this property so to the point where the actual police just stop responding to calls of domestic violence from that house. And when they get to the house, they come to find out that the things that was happening was not true. He was not doing the things that were said. So
Didn't her mother say she was embellishing?
yes, everybody says she's embellishing the story.
Except for, I mean, at some point there's photos out there. There's, you know,
I've seen Thin Line. So with the oranges, I've seen it. So what I'm saying is, so in Urban's defense,
Officers arrest him.
in Urban's defense, if he gets a story, we come to him and he asks, well, what did the cops do? Well, the cops didn't do anything. Okay, then cool. I'm like,
Right.
yeah.
What is there for me to do?
What is there for me
I
to
mean,
do?
because I'd have a whole problem. Let's say Moose, I had a woman and you had a woman, and I'm allegedly beating my girl, and she happens to tell your woman that this is going on. Does that mean that you then have a responsibility to suspend me or fire me from the Heavy Hitters radio show?
I don't feel like no. I feel like no. I don't. That's truly none of my business. Now, since we are public figures, if it comes out that you are beating your wife,
Allegedly.
right, allegedly, I should probably make some sort of stand to show that we don't
Tolerate.
condone that we don't condone that type of behavior. That would be the issue for us.
Right, and so
Are you guys okay with
yeah,
that?
I agree with that. And the thing is, the thing is also, if the police found no wrongdoing, then what am I as a coach supposed to take a word when there was no charges filed, there was nothing was filed against?
Right. In terms of liability, I think you're off the hook. I think it's great for the corporation to show a sign of support that this isn't something they stand with or agree with. But outside of that, if the police didn't find no smoke, why y'all want me to find the smoke?
Why you
I'm
wouldn't
not an
find-
investigator. I'm just a coach.
All right, so I got a question. So, all right, so like, here you have this guy, and he's doing all this stuff. As a coach, I mean, should you go to him and be like, "Yo, you need to chill because you know your job depends on this."
Well, let's say Urban Meyer did do that. Hey, you need to chill because obviously he was his assistant coach in Florida.
Right.
So and this was going on in Florida. Some stuff, I guess, some rumblings like this happened.
The woman was pregnant. She had a baby and she was pregnant with the other one.
Right. So what I'm saying is, this allegedly was going on in Florida. So like Urban Meyer has knowledge of their situation as
He's
a couple.
trying to act like he doesn't have anything. He doesn't know.
Well,
nothing about it.
as a couple. So but if you come to me and you say, Jeezy, like, yo, man, stop doing what you're doing, and I'm like, and I tell you, man, I ain't doing nothing. Right? You're not in my house. So what are you gonna take my word for? Because you see me every day. You're like,
Right.
well, he said he wasn't doing nothing.
You my best character witness.
Hey, you said you're not doing nothing. Or she crazy? Or she doing all this stuff? And then I call the police. The police like no charges been filed. Have the police come to the house? Yeah. So what more am I supposed to do?
So I mean, at some point, from what I understand, the woman in question text Urban's wife,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and was like, "Hey, you know, I'm in distress, man. I'm getting banged up, the whole thing." And by the way, folks, Lil Boogie's in the house, man. Lil Boogie's in the house too. So you definitely going to you are definitely gonna hear some comments from him because he's a smart guy. Hey, all right. So does Urban have anything to do with that?
No. Also, I think like we live in a world right now. I don't know, Ron gonna hate when I say this, but we act like everything that women say, like women are above lying.
Everything.
Like is she not above? Like I'm not saying that she did or didn't, or those things did or didn't happen. I don't know. I wasn't there, but are we just of the opinion that we just take her word for it, and she had no play in this at all? Like
I mean,
nothing.
that's almost society's position at this point, because everything a woman says
It's
is
true. It's gold.
fairly credible, unless the woman has proven herself to not be a credible person.
And even then, they still can flip it and be like, "Well, I was just strong, and I wasn't molested as a child." And then it's like,
Stormy Daniels is credible, apparently. So all women are.
Hey, real quick, folks, I can tell you, and these guys don't know, the name of the title of today's show is A Man's World with a question mark. A man's world?
That's over with.
It's not, so it's over with.
We talked about that, man, to some degree before the show started even. I mean, it is completely different. I mean, you know, just just the way society has become so feminized. Like, I hate that we're not in the time that we were 10, 15 years ago, where, you know, we could actually approach a woman, kind of touch her on her elbow, get close to her. I mean, things are so dramatically different. Like, it's not even as fun going out there and chasing and hunting, because I can't even deploy all my skills without somebody being offended or without me being seen as wrong or some sort of predator.
Yeah, and not to mention, you see it on your watch your favorite sports shows. Now all of a sudden they got the female hosts. You like this was our domain. This is ours, man. Now it's like it's not ours no more. What happened? I'm feeling like a white man right now.
Yo, salute my man Joe Namath, because I'll never forget. Was that Susie Colbert he was on Monday Night Football with?
Dude.
And he told her, "I want to kiss you."
I want to kiss you.
That's a real man.
Yeah, today
You
the
can't
Me
do it
Too.
You said, who was
Joe
who?
Namath. Joe
Yeah.
Namath. The Me Too people all over that.
Yes,
Dog,
they
like
would.
I watch.
time.
You know, I mean, it's like don't get me wrong. I'm not saying
That's
women don't have a position, because trust me, Doris Burke has a
That's great.
position. Doris Burke.
That's who it was, Doris Burke.
No, it was
Was it
Susie
Susie
Colbert. But Doris Burke is she belongs out there. Like, she knows, but like, but Aaron Andrews has no business out there though. Aaron Andrews brings zero to the table.
And well, you know,
hot.
she was the one that
Yes.
Yeah.
He
The one that was
was.
getting videos.
That was wrong.
situation.
Yeah, she brings zero, just nothing to the table. Like,
I mean, you know, she is a journalist.
she brings zero.
She's a
Jane
journalist. So I mean,
Monday
so
Night
you have journalists that are out
Yeah,
there
but she-
that that don't understand politics. But they can report it. She's a reporter.
She doesn't. I don't watch the game. She brings no insight to the game to me. For me,
But
She's not trying to bring
sports
insight.
analyst.
She's not analyst, right?
She's not an analyst. She's just talking news.
why is she there?
Here's what's happening.
interview everyone.
Here's what's happening.
I
Here's
get
what's
Jesus'
going on.
point.
Why is she there?
Here's what's happening. Here's what's going on.
There was a
I mean,
time that if you were
Think
male
about that guy,
and that's all you brought to the table, you couldn't cut it in that particular industry.
it's still like that. Tom Rinaldi didn't tackle nobody.
No. The point. I'm not saying you have to play this.
Wait. One more thing. What's the old boy that's on College Game Day? The host. Everybody else played football, but not
saying-
him.
I'm not talking about
I'm
as
not
far as
saying-
experience in the actual game, but just in terms of your knowledge and what you're bringing to the table. I don't think a guy could have got away with the reporting that she does, back when it was a male-dominated field.
What
Well,
does
you
that
have
mean?
to. You pay men more, so
What does that mean?
that means that if you're getting paid more, you should do more work.
Erin Andrews getting paid for her looks.
Oh well.
She's getting
So
paid
Ron,
pretty well.
so
All I'm saying is that in the United
Be the
States,
voice of the woman, please.
men and women do not get paid the same. So, ESPN is probably spending the same amount of money having Aaron Andrews there and the gentleman sports analyst as they were if it was a man doing the analyst position and the reporter position.
And the color commentary.
You have an issue
Sounds
as
like they
far
need to
as
negotiate
And
better.
Ron, we ain't trying to jump down your throat like that, but I'm gonna say, you know why, and no one ever brings this up, why men typically make more than women in the house. Well, actually, not black men, but men in
know what
general.
you mean
The
by
reason
that.
is that most men are the breadwinner, so you have to support a family. The man through history has to support the family. So, with that is, you say, okay, well, what if I ain't got no family? Okay, so if you go on a date, who paying for the date? The man's paying for the date. The man's picking you up. The man, it's all his money. So y'all make the same amount of money, but when he come out to dating and
he's got the expenses.
he has more expenses than you have. So he has to make more to maintain.
I don't think so.
Can I chime in on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's something that people always overlook. Tendency men have a tendency to take riskier jobs. They have a tendency to take overtime, work overtime, or take jobs that have overtime. Women have a tendency to like flexibility and take jobs that can be part-time and don't have mandatory overtime. Now, dollar for work, it's actually more like 100 to 92 cents. But when you take all of my overtime, or men in general overtime, and risk your jobs to pay more and things like that, and lump them in with women to take part-time jobs, take jobs where they have flexibility for their families, and you aggregate it that way, yeah, that's where you get the 78% number. But the true number, dollar for dollar, is actually 192. Now, to your point, yes, they do make less, but the disparity is nowhere near as large as you think.
It's still not equal.
And with college
Is it-
education,
is it
should
Is it 8 cents?
wait a minute.
If I'm doing
And-
the same job, it
you're
should
not
be
doing-
the
college,
same pay.
but you're not doing the same.
educated women actually make more.
I
So
don't
for the
think
last
that is
20
true.
years.
I'm pretty sure it's not. So,
The
in
last 20
my
years.
job, a man would still make more.
Well, you know why,
Well, he's
man?
a better negotiator.
Because
Hold
there's
on.
not as many men in the profession. Yes, I get that part. But so then Aaron Andrews should be making way more money than the guys.
Yeah, but no, it's-
because there's not
so-
women in
They're-
that
But she
profession.
doesn't know a tenth as well.
They're- they're-
Doesn't matter. It's
they're-
if we're gonna say that it's because
What if you got more experience?
Be careful,
What if
Run.
you're
You're
better
sounding
at the
real
job?
liberal.
here's what I'm saying.
Uh-oh.
If a man
Liberal
in
in the
my
house?
position, if it's the same job, makes more money because there are less men in the profession, then Aaron Andrews should make more money
But
than the
she's
men
not-
because there are less women in that profession.
But
that's the same.
But she probably makes more than the sideline reporter. She might not make more than an analyst. That's a different job. But she might actually make more money than sideline reporters. Ergo, henceforth, post-rock. Ergo, propter hoc.
Let me explain why. Why you can't
And a
use
bunch of
those,
other Latin
those
words.
expressions
Okay,
don't
go
work.
for it.
In your profession, it's called supply and demand. So there are a lack. People, we can all agree that there's a need for male teachers. Am I right? Would you agree with that?
In her 40.
In the 40, there's a need. There's a need for male
People in her 40s.
In your field.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, I mean you can disagree if you want to.
I mean, at certain levels.
I mean, for sure there is.
For sure.
At certain levels,
For
yes.
sure there is.
There's a need, right? So
I
because
mean, I guess if you want to look at, you know, like older population, maybe not. However, across the board, there's a lack of
there's a lack
of males.
So
yes or no?
Yes, but there's also
All
a
right.
lack of people of color, and they're not making more money.
there is it's called
Henceforth, another problem.
it's called
Yeah.
supply and demand.
Wait,
I'm just
wait.
throwing it out there.
Hey,
So-
hold on, real quick. I want you to keep your point. I think our word should be henceforth.
I like it.
Yeah. All right, anyway, sorry.
Is that
So-
poignant? Is that poignant?
That's not a word
flatter
anymore.
me.
That's not a word anymore.
That's just a review term. Here we go.
But yeah, but so the point I'm making is the sideline reporter is not a supply and demand. There is not a high demand for a sideline reporter. If Aaron Andrews didn't show up to work on Sunday, would anybody miss? Would anybody even notice that she wasn't even there?
I would say probably a lot of people would notice.
Who?
They're an Andrews
A
fans.
cousin, a mom.
People who know her, but
dad.
the casual, the male
All
fan.
the guys that have just said, "Well, she's hot,"
But I don't watch the game to see her.
but you're going to notice if she's not there.
No, I wouldn't.
No,
No, no. It
Okay.
doesn't take away from the quality of the play, the analysts that I want to hear, and it certainly doesn't take away from the commentary if she's not there. However, when the action's not on the field, she's nice to look at, but that's not enough.
Yeah, because half the time when she's on camera, I'm going to get something to drink, eat, or something because that's doing a commercial.
Pay the water bill.
So,
True,
but
true.
the point I'm making is she's not in a high demand position. You take her out and put anybody in because they replace her. They replace her
She-
because of
Somebody, yeah, 'cause she
the
got
black
it.
chick was in this position. They got rid of her and put her in.
She only makes as much money as what she does because of that scandal where the guy looked through a peephole and recorded her naked, and most of the execs and people like myself saw that, so she's very sexy, you know what I mean? But it also upped the ante as far as what she's worth because she had the lawsuit, she put this out there, you know, so she got more respect based on the fact that someone illegally filmed her naked as opposed to her skills as an in-studio reporter.
Hey, folks, speaking of naked and in-studio reporting, man, it's the Heavy Hitters Radio Show. And, man, we are
Closed.
100% in the air. We're 100% in the air, man. This is Musa Big Guys and host of the show, man. And man, LGZ and Baku's here, and Lil Bougie's here, and the woman of the show, man, Run EMC is here, and D-Lo G is here. And I tell you what, you can also catch us, man, on lots and lots of places. You can catch us on Twitter at Heavy
Underscore.
Hitters.
Underscore.
And then you can also catch us on Facebook, Instagram, and all that. Where D-Lo, where can you catch us on those things?
At Heavy Hitters Radio Show.
Yeah, you know what? You can sneak into our DMs if you want to.
And y'all do.
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to slide, not sneak.
And what is it?
Slide.
Well, you know, Moose is a man of a certain age. And by the way, folks, tomorrow I might be half gay. Can I
Okay.
talk about that? So I'm a man of a certain age, and tomorrow I have the DRE. Guys, you ready for that? That's the digital rectal exam, man. I'm at the age now where I got to get that done. And it has to be the physical test and the blood test. I think I talked about it several years ago when we first started, and I just had to get the blood test. Now, I'm the man of an age that has to get the actual physical test. So I hope that the doctor has a little bit of wine and some candles lit for me. You know?
What
There
happens,
is no other way to go.
What
to that
happens if you
appointment.
report back
Breast
that
exam first.
it was a pleasant experience? How are we to look at you?
My client cannot confirm or deny those outcomes.
There you go. See, Little Bougie will be handling all my press conference situations.
Lil Boozy will
after
be
that.
handling the DRE.
That's right. No, he's not.
Gosh.
He's not in the DRE because you know what? He has sausage
Please
fingers.
be gentle.
I just
But-
want everyone to know when Moose explained what the DRE was, he wiggled his fingers a little bit. It was kind of uncomfortable there.
My hope is that this is the smallest hand man in the land.
Donald Trump, tiny hand man.
Right. I'm gonna get there tomorrow. And he has like the same hands that when what's old boy Deadpool? Remember Deadpool had a little bitty hand. I wonder if he has Deadpool hands. That's little bitty doll hands. He's like trying to fill up in there, man.
You need to get up in there.
Somebody over there like,
He might come home.
he's my queen. I'm probably gonna talk like that tomorrow. So I'm glad we're not doing the
sounds
show.
pretty good.
tomorrow.
Oh, heaven.
Yeah, no, I would never say that.
Right.
I would never say. And I'm gonna tell you something, guys, real quick. So my business partner said he had it, and he said then they had to do a biopsy on that part. And he said at that point they stick a tube up there and they start snipping. They start snipping it and taking little pieces of
Yeah.
it. And I was like, man, if that happens to me, dog, I am through. I'm going home for the rest of the week. I'm sitting in the corner with my blanket just shaking a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, that's where I'm at, man. Tomorrow's happening, man.
Good luck,
So,
Moose.
yeah. So next Tuesday.
Let us know how it goes.
Next Tuesday, man, I will tell all you guys how my DRE went.
Make
man.
sure everybody tunes in for that
for
show.
that.
Woo! Yeah, small hands. All I'm saying is I'm holding for small hands tomorrow. Hey guys, all right, listen, there's some other stuff happening in the news. And by the way, my trash can got stolen.
Who steals trash cans?
All I'm saying is my trash. So like I went outside to throw my trash away, and my trash can was not there.
Metal?
Right? No, it's one of I'm gonna live in the city, so it's
Oh,
one of
okay,
those
the
plastic
blue plastic,
boys.
okay.
It's not blue. I'm not in a
Mine's
fancy
gray.
neighborhood like you. Mine's
gray,
gray.
too.
Mine's gray, D-Lo. Not fancy like your neighborhood where it's blue. And so it's gone. So I called.
I was just thinking it was metal because they might have made a grill.
Not.
Exactly.
No, and so I called.
I don't get it.
So I called DPW, which is Department of Public Works. They forwarded me to the mayor's action line.
Wow.
The dude answers the phone like at 8-something this morning. He's like, "How can I help you, Mr. Moose?" And I'm like, "Somebody stole my trash can." He goes, "The whole thing?" I said, "Well, yes. The whole thing's gone. I would take my trash out and it's not there." He says no problem. Let me click over to the IMPD and I'll be back with you in a
Stop
second.
it.
They play the worst music in the history of music. And by the way, here is my case number. If you don't believe me, I wrote the case number down as I was, so my case number's down there. He comes back, he goes, "Hey, so I made that plan. We'll have the can out to you in 2 to 3 weeks."
No, I need the trash out now.
I'm like, I'm sure, I don't know if you understand or not, but I got to take trash out. Like, really, I should have took it out Saturday when I was trying, but I didn't take it out because there was no bag there. There was no can there. So I have trash in my house I need to take out. He goes, "Just sit it outside. You can sit up to 10 bags outside,
Really?
and then we'll still pick it up. If it's more than
I
10,
don't think that's
we will not pick it up. If it's 10, we will get it." I said, "All right."
Unless they
I
made
said,
it
"What about the critters?
Got some.
What about the critters that are going to get him my stuff?" "Well, Mr. Akers, we ain't got nothing to do with that." I said, all right, I understand. I said, "You know what? I need another can." He goes, "Oh, that's fine. You want another can? No problem. That'll be $65.
Wow.
And guess what? That can is yours. The first can that somebody stole, we will give that to you. The second can is yours, and somebody will be with you later in the day from DPW to take the payment." I was like,
Wow.
"All right, cool." All right, so I bought the can. Lady calls me back in about an hour. Now it's going to take 3 to 4 weeks for me to get my can.
Well, yeah.
But she took my money in an hour, and she said it'll be out soon.
So is there insurance for the replacement can that you purchased? I mean, if somebody has
Right.
a history of stealing your cans, if they steal the one that you purchased, do they automatically replace that, or is that another $65?
It is my can. I can paint it. I can put numbers on it. I can do whatever I want. And if I move, I take that can with me. It's my can. I can do whatever I want to with it. They will empty it.
So basically, the
Yeah,
free,
rims you gonna put on.
it's the same can.
It's the exact same.
The exact same can, but one takes 6 weeks, the other one when you pay for it, you get it immediately.
Oh man, we'll give it to you pretty soon here, pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then I can paint it however I want to. So I'm feeling like I'm gonna paint it blue,
You absolutely
pink,
should.
and mace.
You should make it blue and
right.
put
It's
the
gonna be-
Wolverine
it's
symbol.
gonna be breast
symbol on
cancer
there.
awareness.
So
What kind of rims
it's a
you
garbage.
I need to put some rims on it. Yeah, exactly right.
Throw some
Hey, so-
D's on that can.
Yes, and so guys, the only reason I share that with you is because can I have some water? Like this is totally like seltzer.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
because he probably got it from the water.
Can I
down
also
here.
have
It's
sliders?
water stuff.
This is great radio. I was
This is-
whispering.
All right. So anyway,
We all
right.
got really quiet to talk to Seabiscuit.
All right,
so people
all right,
aren't
all right,
gonna
guys. So
hear us.
Heaviest Radio Show, man, Smoothie, Big House. Everybody's ordering drinks and food and all kinds of stuff. And then I tell you what. All right, so
You want more?
Brett Kavanaugh. Anybody know who Brett Kavanaugh is?
Yes.
All right, D-Lo.
Judge
The
Brett
next
Kavanaugh.
Associate Justice of the United States Supreme Court.
Is he, what'd you say? Are you making an announcement?
He will be.
I heard
He
it.
will be.
Because
Listen, my thing is, if it was good enough for Clarence Thomas to get away with it and still be added to the Supreme Court, I don't see how Brett Kavanaugh won't get cleared as well.
all right, so folks, what D-Lo is talking about and what the heavy hitters are about to drop on you is that the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, got the opportunity to pick a Supreme Court justice. Where when it was Obama, man, they blocked it, and then it was over
Merrick
with.
Garland.
Yeah, so
He didn't even get a hearing.
Right. So anyway, we have.
Nah, you might have to
I'll go to
go
second door.
second door. Right.
So hey, so anyway, so now we have Brett Kavanaugh, who is an appointee from again Donald J. Trump, and guess what? He was going through his confirmation, and then all of a sudden it comes out that when he was 17,
17, so like 33, 35 years ago.
he was at a party, and he pressed himself up against a young lady. He put his hand over her mouth, from what I understand from today, and groped her. He did not penetrate her, from
that's
from
a
what
gross
we've heard
word.
so far. He's not penetrated, but he did grope her, that kind of thing. And that could cost him, well, you guys are saying no, but that could cost him the nomination to probably the best job
Yeah,
A
man.
lifetime appointed job.
in the United States, maybe in the world. You really can't get fired. You're there until you retire or pass away. What do you guys think about this?
I think it's. Did he do any time when he was 17 for this incident? Was it like nothing happened?
No.
She just brought it up.
She brought it up, and now we're
It's his
talking about it.
his seventh confirmation.
I mean, so he's been a judge for I don't know how long,
He's been a judge for years.
and this never
In
came up,
smaller court, yeah.
and she
Yeah.
never said anything.
No.
So to me, it sounds like it's a money grab. Like she want hush money or some money to do.
She's not getting. It's too late. She's not getting hush money because it's out.
No, you know what?
But a book will be written. I don't know how, but there is some type of monetary gain. And again, if something happens to you when you were 17 years old and you're now in your 50s or 60s, like you gotta eat that, yo. Like what's I don't get it. I don't say something when it happened or say something like 5 years later or you see something. But we talking 30-something years. Like, come on, man. Like that's. I got the same stance I had with Bill Cosby. Like, dude, come on.
But allegedly, she went to a therapist 6 years ago, and the therapist documented that she was still having issues with it before he was a nominee for the Supreme Court. So I guess what the position of most liberal folks is that you can't put a timeline on something like that and how it impacts somebody when they come forward with it. But it does seem a little bit strange that 35 years later, and at the time before he's about to be voted on, this information is released and it could alter the process for him.
Been through 6 other confirmations.
6. So Lil Boozy said 6 confirmations before this comes through because every main issue that comes up, something else happens. You guys know that, right?
Yep. Anyway, it goes back to a point I was gonna make when we were talking about Urban Meyer. It just depends on if the media likes you. Urban Meyer's a hated person. Right now with the current vibe, this is a hated person. Have you ever heard anything negative about Keith Ellison, the congressman that's running for prosecutor in Minnesota? Not only was he accused of abuse, it's allegedly on tape, and there's allegedly the son witnessed it. He went through his primary with no problem. I mean, we got to go back to Kennedy. Oh, man. Oh, I forgot it was a chick in the car, let her drown. He had a wonderful career for how many years after that?
Right.
It just depends on if you in the in crowd or not. Before Weinstein wasn't Weinstein, got away with it for years.
Oh,
then the right person said
was
the
the
right
best
thing.
guy.
Boom, it was over with.
Hold on, then Donald J. Trump was on tape saying grab him in the like on tape.
Grab him.
And he
Right.
still got elected. So the title of the show is "This is a Man's World?" ? To some degree, you have to question how much that question mark needs to be there.
It depends on which man you are.
Oh, this is some
Can I
different shit.
just stop for a minute and say, Pineapples, what the fuck is happening
Yeah, I have no idea.
around us in Indianapolis?
I won't run. Ron, you've been very quiet. We have a
Yeah.
lot. I mean, we
Well,
have
so
a lot of male issues, a lot of testosterone-driven comments.
I know.
And
That's why I just. I'm so sorry, everyone. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing.
The
Like,
alien god shall be back soon.
I really. So, put this down in the record book. I'm going to agree with Jeezy for a little bit. I really do think it's the world that we're living in. This has just become our norm. So, a woman says something and the man's career is just gone altogether. So, whether it happened 100 years ago or yesterday, that guy's career's over. Like, it doesn't matter. And so, I don't know how we got here.
Let's move on.
I don't know how we got here. I feel like it just happened overnight, all of a sudden.
I mean, and I definitely feel like if you do something like that, you definitely should be prosecuted. Something should happen to you.
At the moment or 50 years later?
No, at the moment. Like, you definitely. I'm not saying that what Mr. Kavanaugh did was right or wrong. Or was right. It definitely was wrong if he indeed did those things. However, if he got this far, I mean, it's like.
But then, like, I think about Nasser and. I mean.
October surprise.
Hey, man,
If-
go ahead. Sorry.
If a person has done something like this once, it has probably happened more than once. Not always,
Yeah,
but
but
probably.
yeah.
And so, if it happened 30 years ago, it has probably happened multiple times in there as well.
I'm sure he probably didn't grab the booty that he wasn't supposed to.
But
I'm
I
sure it has
also
happened.
think that as a society, we're just very sensitive and
No,
butthurt
we're very
all the
judgmental.
time.
All the time.
All the time.
Sensitive.
Like, everything is an issue.
Everything.
Hey, so real quick, man. You know what? I don't know if you guys understand, but man, DJs
She gave me a left-handed cup.
DJs have all the information. So DJ Longgreen saved my day, man. Give me some news on the CBS exec. What's his name and what's happening with him?
Les Moonves, who's allegedly had a history of sexual assault against women, has stepped down or resigned from the company, and so
Thank you.
it's interesting because these allegations floated around as far as him, very early on in the Me Too movement. Yet still, he still managed to be the head of CBS.
He made it this
for a
long.
considerable amount of time. Interestingly enough, his wife Julie Chen, who's a host on The Talk, she recently quit. But
The
before
Talk
she
and
quit-
something else too.
Big Brother.
something else too, yeah. And
She's been on Big Brother since it started.
she left the company, I think, in the last couple of days here.
I think
one
it
of
was-
her last episodes on The Talk. She always announces herself or departs as Julie Chen, but in a show of support, she announced herself as Julie Chen Moonves, and then left the company within a couple of days afterwards. So,
Now she left the talk, but
stand by your man.
she left the talk, but she's still going to do Big Brother.
Is she?
Yeah, she's still going to do Big
But she
Brother.
was married to him or something?
She
They
is
are
married
married.
to him. They are married.
And as soon as those allegations came out, she took a break from the talk, but she has now left the show.
Now, my question is this: I would love. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. We have all,
you know what?
As
Be
men-
Jeezy, because you know what I have lots of conversations where I can't stand Jeezy. Or for once in the whole time that I listened to y'all, I thought Jeezy was. I believed him. Like you are an integral figure of the show, my man. So
Well,
please speak your mind
The one we
because
all love to hate.
I kind of want. I mean, what I want to know is, I don't want to sound like a total male in this thing, but
you are.
Here it
what
is.
role does the woman play in this situation? And what I mean by that is, as guys, we have all been in situations where you don't know if she's flirting or if she wants you. Like you don't like you. We all there's always that conversation. Like, okay, do I make a move? Don't I make a move? Like,
See,
do she like? We have all been there, and so there's been time. All of us here have made a movie, and she was like, You like, oh, I read those signals wrong.
We damn near need a random game show where we ask the woman who plays our co-worker if what we're asking her is appropriate.
No, I'm with that.
It's time for the Random Game Show. And since we only have one woman, guess what role she plays? All right, folks. I'm your host, Moose, a.k.a. Big House. By the way, we're going to take down Nebraska this week in football. Hey, are you guys ready to play?
Yeah.
We have 3 contestants. We have Little Bougie. We also have DJ Longgreen. Outstanding. And we have the one, the only, the star of the Heavy Hitters radio show podcast, LGZ Mbaku.
Yeah.
The stone. No, he's not the stone. I'm the stone. I'm the stone that the builders refuse to use. All right, guys. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let us
All right.
play.
Here's the first question. Here's the first scenario. There's been a situation where every time you go to the copy machine, Run is there.
Bending
And she
over.
smiles at you, and she seems like she's always changing the paper in drawer 3, which is the lowest drawer.
Yes.
She's always changing. And you walk
When I-
up.
when I come in.
When I show up.
All right, so, and that's the name of the game.
same
When you show up,
place,
when you
same
show up,
time.
what do you say? Little Bougie, go.
Who still uses copy machines?
Little Bougie's not getting
Appropriate.
any. Little Bougie's not getting any play.
So Run says it's appropriate.
LGZ Mbaku.
Damn, Run, you been working out?
Oh.
Inappropriate.
That's inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
Coming from you? Yes.
And DJ Longer.
So, Emily, I see you followed me back on Facebook, and those were some incredible pictures of you on the beach.
It's not my name, and that's inappropriate.
Ooh.
Continue.
So, here's what we got, guys.
So,
We got a situation where there was one person that kind of talked about the fact that he was impressed with her assets, and that he mentioned that he got to see her in a different space, and she did not take the bait.
Block.
She did
we
not.
don't
take
know. Actually, she said those all 3 comments, except for who uses copy machines, was inappropriate.
Yes, because she's part of Me Too.
Now think about this for a second. All he said was, "You followed me back on
Exactly.
Facebook. You followed me back
So I feel like I have the right
to look
to
at
talk to you.
look at your picture."
Not at work. Not at work.
So,
So the problem is
where's the conversation?
Exactly.
All right, so I got all right, so here's the second part of the conversation.
Yeah.
It's Friday,
Friday.
and we've had a tough week.
Yes. And
Hey,
what-
everybody,
Yeah.
let's meet at Sticks, which is at 361.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Let's all meet there. Emily goes, DJ Longren goes, LGZ Mbaku goes, and Little Bougie goes.
Yes.
Now, the conversation goes like this. Please repeat what you said before. Lil Bougie. Man, so you're at the copy machine, yes.
No, we out. We at 6 now.
You're
Just had a
here.
copy
You're,
of
no,
you.
you're here though. And you're talking about the day's events.
Talk about the copy machine.
You saw Run bending over at the copy machine, but you're now at Sticks at 361.
Indiana.
if I saw a bending over in the view window, I
Yeah.
can answer that question.
And it would be
Oh gosh.
Nice sticks.
outstanding. LGZ and Baku.
Oh, is that appropriate? Inappropriate.
That's just uncomfortably awkward.
Exactly.
Because it's a work
I
thing.
feel like
Yes.
I'm going home.
So we had 6 now. We had a couple of drinks.
Yes.
And Ron was wearing a low cut shirt.
She's got the same thing on she
Oh,
had.
saying that it worked today. So I come in and was like, man, I know she was working. You've been over the copy machine every time I walk in. You been in the gym?
Inappropriate.
Damn.
If
You
you
been
would
at
have
the
just,
gym?
if you would have just said, "Hey, have you been at the gym?" Maybe appropriate in this setting. You bend over at the copy machine every time I walk in.
every time I walk in.
It's not appropriate to say that. You just let it
Every
happen.
time.
And
Every time I
this
walk
is
in.
the one I'm interested in.
Right.
DJ Longgreen, please repeat what happened now that you are at the Sticks at 361.
Indiana.
Wow, Ron, I saw you twerking it at Just Tucson. Hey, listen, I see you followed me back on Facebook, and wow, took some great pictures on the beach.
Thanks. It was my Snapchat filter.
Not in that bikini.
Snapchat filter.
Appropriate, inappropriate.
Snapchat filter had some nice.
She's
jokes.
in on that. Judges, ding, 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 ding. She's in.
But that's our opinion.
She's in. No, she's in.
No, that's totally me trying to shut it down.
See,
That's trying to shut the
that's what I'm
conversation
saying.
down.
We all think like we.
She didn't shut him down.
She just
That
said.
was my
Oh,
attempt.
that was my Snapchat. You like,
Look,
oh, I like
Shut
that.
down game.
What did she
sucks.
say?
I didn't say, "Oh, that was my Snapchat."
But what
I
did she
said,
say?
Thanks. It was my Snapchat.
She shutting it down. She just
That,
said
that
it.
is not a shutdown.
But to
Sorry.
us, it's not. To us.
This is the disconnect.
But that's the problem. To us, every guy here was like, okay, we in there. And Ron like, nah, I'm still shutting you down.
All right, so folks, are you ready for the next question?
Okay.
We are still at 361.
Indiana.
Wait.
And
I
name
think
the
you
place it
need to
sticks.
make this question a little more like,
Oh, no, I'm
hey,
in
come
there.
to my house for some wine.
I'm in there.
Like,
I'm in there.
Like,
hey
that-
guys, so
that's
guys, the scenario we have seen Run at the copy machine. We've been together all day.
Conversation,
And the
laughing.
drinks have been pouring all night.
And she was twerking to that Just Tucson.
She was
Ski.
which is weird because it's blues, but anyway,
Right.
she was
It's weird.
twerking
She
to
made
the
it
blues.
work.
And then it's the end of the night. Oh, so you know what, gentlemen, you take a stretch, you're ready to go. Run's the last woman that stays still there. Mm-hmm. All the other women are gone.
That would be true.
All the other women are gone. And Lil Bougie, the line is.
Shall I
Go.
walk you
No.
to your car?
Thanks, I got it. I mean, it's not inappropriate to say that, but my response would be, "It's cool, I got it."
Is there a rebuttal, Lil Bougie? You done?
I like my job.
Done.
There you go.
LGZ and Baku.
Man, so you go for a nightcap?
No, I think I'm just gonna go home and go to sleep.
Is that appropriate? Is inappropriate or appropriate? Is that appropriate to ask that?
I think if you're doing the same job at work, then that is an appropriate question after you've been together at a bar all evening.
See, this-
Inappropriate?
It's an appropriate question.
It's inappropriate.
It is an appropriate
Okay.
question.
Okay, yeah,
The
yeah.
question is appropriate. The actions that follow the response is what could turn that south.
I got a question real quick. Does he get some repercussions on Monday for asking for a nightcap on Friday?
From me? No.
From any woman?
Maybe. Okay, so I am kind of a rare breed, so I would just let it go. Other people, here's the thing though, if they're going to bring it up on Monday, then they probably actually wanted the nightcap.
There we go.
See, and they just didn't take it right then because they were like, no,
See,
maybe not.
That's what I'm saying. Like, part of it is like I was trying to talk about a scenario where we laughing, we joke around, like ha.
I had a great night all
all
night.
that kind of stuff. You like
We've seen each other all day.
all day. You've been smiling in my face all day,
Spouse.
physical touching my arm all day, and so finally I'm
Your
like,
physical touch
Oh,
is very
stop
impressive.
it.
I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and take a swing on this.
Well, what are you going to do in your swing? Is it going to be words
Yeah,
or
you
an
did, you
action?
did. You have a nightcap?
My swing be a little more like so. What you want? So you gonna take you home tonight or something? You gonna get a ride? I mean, you've been drinking.
No, it's okay.
That sounded so
You've
bad.
been
But yeah.
drinking
Sharing
too.
Uber.
All right, and DJ Long Green. Remember, it's the end
she
of the
said,
night.
No.
It's the end.
Well, I'm going to cut you off. She says, I've been drinking. Can you take me home? That's the one.
Is that opens it up?
You know what I mean?
No, but then you gotta wait till you get to the house to see what she does.
But what I'm saying is, at this point, we've been laughing all day at work.
Maybe I just
You've
need
been
you to
bent
drive
over the
my
copy
drunk ass
machine.
home.
Every time I'm in there, you
I'm
over
too
bending
cheap
over the
for
copy
an
machine,
Uber.
and you laughing. And then all of a sudden, we drinking, having a great time. You physically touching me, and you say, "Can you take me home?" So in my mind, I'm like,
Oh, it's on. Every man's mind, I think, in
Every
the
man-
world.
I just want to come up and talk.
then you go to the house. She says, "You want to come up?"
Creepy.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna come upstairs.
Oh, if she invites you in, that's
but,
different.
But we come up. I go upstairs.
That's vampire.
We've been there, but we all been there. You go upstairs, hanging out, and then you talking, laughing again. And then you like going for your move. She's like, "Oh, I just want to talk." What? We all done been there. You like, wait a minute. All the signs was like, this is a go.
So now, are you pulling the Kavanaugh on, or you out?
I'm out.
All right. And DJ, what DJ?
I give you a little history. That happened to me in the 12th grade. Me and the girl I was dating, we hot and heavy. She come over first. My parents going come over. Sign number one. Sign number two. I'm over there on the couch. She get on the couch with me, rubbing on me, kissing on me. So I start kissing her back. Bam, we go on the floor. We kissing on the floor. Blah blah blah. I go down, button up pants. She's like, "You being bad? You gotta go." Now, mind you, I didn't ask to come over here. Number two, I ain't even started kissing. You start kissing me. Number three, we took it to the flow. How am I bad? I gotta go. And you think I'm gonna take you to the prom? Absolutely not. We're done tonight. Like, we're done.
That does not shock me at all coming from you.
No, we're done. We're done. Like, that's it. Like, I'm not finna be. That happened to me. I was 17 years old. I was like,
Oh, you were like Kavanaugh.
yeah. So the next day,
You cannot be a Supreme Court.
the next
justice.
day,
Right, it's
I
on
was
the
like,
air
yeah, we
now.
not. Well, to a lot, I was like, yeah, we're not going to prom. Why not? Nah, I'm cool.
Cause you wouldn't let me get in your
No.
pants.
I didn't ask to come over your house. You asked me to come over because your parents was gone. Number two, I didn't start kissing you. You start kissing
Let me
me.
ask you
Maybe
this:
she just
have you ever gotten a
wanted to
situation?
No,
be slow.
the problem is
She's
this.
17.
Real
My
Jeezy
rule
emotional scars.
has always
No.
been I don't go to a bowling alley and buy shoes and don't bowl.
All right, I got a question for you.
Respect that.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Either I don't go bowling, I don't go at all. I don't go. I'm cool. I'm cool with chilling, having a conversation. I'm cool with that.
I still want to answer my end of the
Okay, yeah,
question.
go ahead.
Please go.
So listen, we've been seeing each other all day. I caught you in the coffee room today. We had some good conversation, came out, had drinks with everybody. Listen, I know everybody's gone, but it's still a little bit early, and you got some dance moves, girl. I'm about to get out of here. Why don't you come with me? I want to take you to the club and watch you dance like a stripper.
No.
You almost had it. I pray.
Oh my gosh, I just about threw up in my mouth. You could have stopped and it would have been borderline appropriate.
Hey, listen,
Hold
I'm
up,
just
borderline.
telling you, this is where we at with it.
Nope.
The drinks been flowing.
Nope.
We've been partying.
Nope.
We've been kicking it. We've been laughing,
So-
talking all
You
day.
cannot
Yeah.
tell someone you work with that you want to take
So I
them
got
to
a
the club
question.
and watch
So I
them
got- I
dance
got
like
a
a
question.
We're
stripper.
not at work.
I got a
You
question.
still
I
work
got a
with
question
them.
real quick. And folks, by the way,
And it's a song.
Thank you.
hey,
It's a song.
I don't care.
hey, all right, real quick. Hey, hold on a second. Come here. All right, so ladies, are you telling me? So if a man is straight up with you, here's what I like, here's what I saw, here's what I'm interested in. Do you like that or not like that, or is it only if you're interested in them?
You have to be interested
Yeah,
in
you
them.
have to be interested. They can tell you what they want from the get-go, but what is that going to do if you don't like them?
They are saying, "Hey, I'm interested in you. What's
So
up?"
it goes to my point. Sexual harassment only means if she likes you or not.
No, because sexual
That-
harassment.
Well, and,
Pineapples.
so it's like this. It's like you've been in the club, you go behind a girl, you dance on her, she do one of these numbers. If she like you, she'll bag it up.
That's
If
true.
you don't, she'll move.
She'll ask her friends and then she'll look at you.
Yeah. That's
You
what-
always look at your friends first
the
for
point
yes
I'm
or
making
no.
is like either she like you can say whatever you want to. Do whatever you want to. She don't like
Right.
you can't.
That-
So it goes back to my old point.
but one is
The
right.
prettier
one is
you
wrong.
are, the better looking you are, the more leeway you get. Man or woman.
True.
That's
So if
for
you
sure.
ugly, you got no room to mess up.
That's what heavy hitters.
It's a
man.
thin line between harassment and getting them draws.
Yeah. Because how many times you see like you seen with your girl and you see some dude walk on TV like, he didn't say anything to me. We all have heard that from our sisters, my mothers. I would love it for him to.
You know
choke
what
me
your
out.
moms and grandma and them say. He can put his shoes under my bed anytime.
Remember 2 years ago? Remember about 4 years ago, that dude that was arrested, but he had like pretty blue eyes or something like that, and all these
Oh,
women.
yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
This dude was
He was a criminal, yeah.
A criminal. And women throwing, yeah, exactly. So if you look good, you can smack on the ass, you can pinch a nip, you can do all that because you look good.
So what if you're a football coach like Urban Myers? I mean, can you?
Well, you
he
got
still
money.
do all that stuff.
Well, you got money to pay
You're
for.
a winning coach at a top program. That's
So
the question.
do you get a pass? Do you get a pass from that?
Well, he didn't do nothing. If you got money,
If he didn't do nothing, why is he still? And I know we talked about this briefly. I just want to kind of get back
Wipe from
into
the record books.
gone. He done. And then he
Doesn't
just
even
passed
exist.
away.
I mean,
Right.
think about that. I mean, Burt Reynolds. You think he was any women throwing themselves at him,
Burt Reynolds was tagging
tagging him all day long.
him and bagging him. Yeah. All right, folks.
But
Hey,
he was a handsome man that had money, and people and women wanted to be with him.
hey, folks, listen to Everett's radio
You
show.
think Tommy
man.
Lee?
And he was number
You listen to Everett's radio show, man. We are, remember, we got some things that we always talk about, man. We got Run That News coming up, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
And we also quickly have Tell Me Why You Mad, Son.
Yes.
And then
Wow.
and then our flagship portion of our show is Brews and Reviews, and I'd like to start right now with
Let's
Brews
go.
and
Let's
Reviews.
hear it.
And I would like to say that you Marvel fans that listen to the show or that talk with me and listen to the show, thank you for not telling me what was happening on Luke Cage,
Yeah, I
the
just
second
did.
season. However, I can't believe you didn't implore me to watch it more and more and more
Go back and
because
listen to Brews and Reviews. We talk about it a lot.
because it is an amazing show. Now, I just want to bring up this one part real quick because most people have seen it. What about the part when Shades is talking to Comanche, and they're like, and he's like, and Shades keeps saying, "Well, what's in is in, and what's out is
What
out."
happened inside.
Yeah, and Comanche's like, "Well, I
I
still,
want to bring it outside.
I want to bring it outside." I was like, "What?"
Comanche wanted Shades.
I
bro.
was
Sounds
like,
okay, so
what?
I don't watch the show, and it just sounds like this could be such a perverted
I
conversation.
called my brother.
Shades and
Yeah, I
Shades,
called my brother. I was like, "Hey, man, I thought about you."
Shades and Comanche. Shades basically was Comanche was Shades' bitch in prison.
Okay.
But when Shades got out, Shades was like, he like women again. But when Comanche got out, he still loves Shades. So Shades is with Mariah, and Comanche like, dude, like, man, look, man, sometimes we inside, we gotta do what we gotta do on the inside
to make it.
But now that I'm out, I don't feel that way.
And Comanche was
Okay.
all in, man. Comanche was all in. So I mean, no, that was just one part where I felt like the writer, which is a woman, by the way, wrote for every single person that might watch that show. I don't care if you're gay, straight, black, white, whatever. I mean, you know what? Maybe Pilgrims would struggle watching it because there's not very many Pilgrim parts in the show. You know what I mean?
Isn't it amazing how we can watch white people on TV all the time?
All the
And
time.
not feel some kind of way?
Not feel no kind of way.
That was the worst part about Family Guy and the Cleveland Show. Same creator, same writers. However, the Pilgrim community would not get behind the Cleveland Brown show because it was a brown cartoon character.
Right.
But it's the same. This is the same show.
But here's the thing, man. We have been conditioned. I mean, if you go back, I don't care how old you are. I don't care how old you are, man. You really enjoyed Archie Bunker and all them shows. You know what I'm saying? And then even the spinoffs. So then guess what? We got excited about the spinoffs because they were black folks, right? But then the other spinoffs were Pilgrims, and you still watched all of them because that's all we had, right? That's all we had at that point. But now you got a show that is 99% black.
99.
99% black. And folks still don't support it, And so don't get me wrong, man. I support,
To me, good TV is good TV.
Good TV is
But
it
not
doesn't
everybody
matter.
feels
But
that
everybody
way.
feel that way.
It doesn't matter what you watch.
Man, if I watch a show, I don't necessarily look at the demographic like, okay, they were the Asian person, they were the black
No,
person,
right. No, none
I
of
just
that.
watch if it's good writing.
If it's good, I like it.
Now, the part that give me some time is when I see the stereotypical, like, yeah, okay, black guy, the criminal, okay. He gonna be the first one to die.
Like the Kool-Aid Man or some shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that stuff kind of rub you the wrong way, but as far as the show, like it don't bother me. I mean, you know, I watch Modern Family. Ain't a brother on that show. Every now and then want to pop up, but ain't nobody
Right.
back on that show.
But it's good. It's
It's
funny.
good. It's funny. It's one of the funniest shows on TV.
Look
Yeah.
at it this way: when you walk into a room and start counting the black and brown folks, you're the biggest.
You are the
I
one.
just watched the show.
I just
Yeah,
watched
for
it.
sure.
Like
you
we
are
talk about, I was like, oh yeah, that is. No, ain't no brothers on that show.
You don't even think about it.
You don't even think
Just
about
watch
it
because it's funny.
But
It's
like,
whatever.
There's a gay left-handed lesbian
Redhead.
Jewish superhero.
Right. What's going on? with you,
What
bro?
bothers you?
You're the bigot.
Well, it
Right.
bothers you that you know, but it's like you hear the whole thing like we need this people represented, you know, I mean, that kind of stuff. That's what we at now. Where everybody has to get some type of representation. Like, you remember that Cheerio commercial?
Well,
yeah.
When there was a was African.
Yeah, the little girl pulled the little
Yeah.
thing. And I was like, are they going there with this?
No.
People was mad.
People
They
were
did
really
it.
mad.
Yeah, they did it for sure. Hey, guys. All right, so you must have any bruising reviews. Hey, I got one more thing.
Yeah, I got
I
one.
got to talk about this. I brought this out, so we're going to talk about it real quick.
Yeah, my
So-
Bruce reviews. I'm gonna go see. Yeah, Bruce reviews.
But one question real quick. So
Well, how we
save
gonna, switch from Bruce reviews?
we're not switching. I'm just doing a commercial in the middle of it because people like it. That's how
This is
you
not
do it.
YouTube, man.
Hey man, save the date. Tuesday, October 16th. 18th Annual Black Male State Congress, man. 8 a.m. to
We're gonna turn to
4:30.
Facebook Live.
4:30 p.m. at Indiana Government Center South, 302 West Washington Street. Healing and inspiring men of color. And like we talked about this, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, man. Where like on the cover they have like all the shades. You know, so they make sure that everybody feels good. They really don't have a light skin though. My son's a African.
He's light
He always
skinned.
says like this one at the bottom. He's he considered light skin.
Well, the Flash got him light skin. It's a hell of a Flash.
That's hilarious, man. Anyway, pre-registration is $10. I can tell you guys that there's a group out there. There's an organization called the Acres Group North America, and they are going to sponsor 5 youth. Yeah, we can do 10. They're going to sponsor 10 youth. They're going to sponsor 10 youth to things. So if these folks out here, a little bougie, if they have 10 youth, the Acres Group North America will sponsor 10 of them. So their deal will be paid so they can go. And folks, by the way, if you're in education, it is over fall break. So I want to say about everybody's on fall break during this time. So the youth are out there and they're able to go. So parents, just get them there. They can go for free. Just get them there. At least 10 of them go for free. And I'm sure there's other people doing it too. All right, guys.
All right.
Yes.
All right, so hey, we're back to Brews and Reviews.
I
Jeezy.
saw the other day, White Boy Rick.
Was
You
it good?
saw it?
Yeah.
How is it?
I saw with the Hell Connection. He made an appearance, and we both had the same.
He's your friend. He's not our friend. He's your
The
friend.
hell-
We had the same kind of sentiment of the show. Would this movie be made if it was called The Brother Named Dominic, The Brother Named Dante?
Probably not.
No, but you know
But
why?
However, I'm
I can tell you why.
gonna get into that. Let me hear your point first.
You know why?
Why?
I mean, I'm from a hood that
Why?
was predominantly black,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a couple of Caucasian families in our neighborhood, and guess what their nicknames were?
No, White Boy.
White boy,
Huh.
white boy, so and so,
Huh.
white boy, so and so, and so that resonates.
I get you.
That resonates throughout the United States.
Right.
That they had a white boy,
In the hood.
white boy so and so, and that was his
Now.
inadvertently.
That's not what I was going to say.
That's what his
I
nickname.
want to hear
was.
Ron's perspective.
I would think that this would not be a movie if it was called what's your
I don't know, the brother
Theoretical
named,
title.
Brother
Dante.
named Dante. I've been struggling with that my whole life.
because it is stereotypical for a black man to sell drugs and get rich.
All right. Now, I'm glad you said that get rich part. First of all, in the movie, he did not come up. Like, it was
does
not
he,
like he
like,
was a kingpin. It was not like he was like the top dog. It was not like he was anybody in Detroit. He was nothing. Like, it was like
He's doing all right.
that's all he was doing.
He had everyday money.
Everyday money. Then it showed that he was young because he was doing stupid stuff with his money, like buying stupid stuff. Like he got a Benz that say Snowman. Like what are you doing? Then, but in the movie, the way it was written, they try to make him a sympathetic character. I'm like, no, like, why do I care about this dude if he go to jail or not?
Because you grew up in poverty. Why are they making him sympathetic?
Why do I care that he served the longest he served the longest sentence, non-violent sentence in Michigan history? Why do I care? No, you sold drugs. Like, I don't care. Like, in the movie, there's a line in the movie where the guy says, "If I get caught, I do black time. If you get caught, you do white time."
That's true.
It's very true, very true. But at the same time, but in the end of the day, he didn't get. He got the brother time.
Oh, he did.
Oh yeah. But the point I'm making is like they try to make him a sympathetic character. It was like, no, like he's not, because he's stupid and he's
How many bruises you give? By the way, I gave Luke Cage 0 bruises. How many bruises did you give it?
about 4.
4 bruises?
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
No.
Oh wow.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no,
What's his name? White boy. What?
White boy Rick. I mean,
White boy Rick,
people act like this is great. I just it didn't to me, for being from my side of the fence.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't care if White Boy Rick went to jail or not. I didn't care that his sister was a crackhead. I didn't care about none of that because it's like this is
Is the movie critically acclaimed?
yeah.
Okay.
It's getting like, I mean,
So
Hey.
from a Pilgrim perspective, they had some vested emotional interest in White Boy Rick and what he was going through, as opposed to if it had been brother named Dante.
yeah. I'm assuming that's what people think.
Listen to us, man. You getting there grubbing, man. You got.
I just don't feel like. Hey, dude, you was selling
God.
drugs, man. Like,
You're right. He's breaking the law.
all right, okay.
All right, so I got a question for you guys. So, in these movies, I know the Emmys were last night, and really it was mostly TV, right? Except for Netflix,
The Emmys
Yes.
is TV.
except for Netflix was all over it, right? What do you guys think about like network television versus streaming and all that kind of stuff? Like, I know like Hulu's doing something, and you got Netflix and you got Amazon. I mean, I am a subscriber to Netflix and Amazon, and I also have cable. So right now, for most people in the world, I'm wasting money. I was gonna say I'm wasting money for most people in the world. But I like certain stuff I like.
I have all 3 of those.
Where they got options.
All right, so
None of them, and I don't miss a show.
Bam.
Download it.
Here's why I like
not
streaming.
Sports Center.
I think all 3 has its place. Like, there's some network shows that I enjoy watching.
Yeah.
Mostly sitcoms. And then like the premium HBO, the Stars and all that, they have shows that I enjoy. My only beef with Netflix originals, is I feel like the budget isn't high enough. So a lot of times they may start off great. I'm talking as far as movies. Now TV show, I mean, one they do a show on that, but movies, they never really stick the landing. And then you kind of realize why this movie was on Netflix and not in the theater.
I heard a comment today.
Because the writing is bad. Like, you got to pay for writers.
I heard that they had a comment today where said, well, if you pitch a show to Netflix and they don't take it, your show sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
Wow.
Because there's some stuff on Netflix. You watch, wow, how did this even get made? Because the ending is always the ending is bad because they don't have enough money to finish the movie. They can start it off. Then you start noticing like the choreography is bad because again, all that stuff is a budget, and CGI costs money. So a lot of Netflix, so that's why Luke Cage is all ground. So they don't have a budget that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had to have a Quinjet flying around. So it's all like street level stuff. It's like hand to hand where you can do that stuff for cheap.
You know what
They
I like?
They only use a lot of guns.
There's another thing I like about Luke Cage, by the way, is he's starting to have interaction with the camera, with the crowd. I don't know if you've noticed on season 2, he goes, well, they go, why you think? Because it's my show.
Yeah,
He says stuff like that,
Yeah.
and I thought,
breaking the fourth wall.
if he breaks that wall, that'd be pretty cool because they already kind of do it on the show.
Yeah, 'cause
with the Hero app and
Hero app
taking
and all
their
that.
taking
Yeah.
selfies of and all that. Like it's like that's what would really happen if you were a superhero in this day and time. You couldn't
Right.
like sit up in your lair.
Yeah, them days is over with.
No, every time you outside, you gotta go to the grocery store and stuff. Like, you know, the people gonna be looking at you and paying attention.
That's
to
one
you.
thing. That's one thing I think. That's one thing I feel like how Marvel kind of went past DC is because you know the Superman and Batman, nobody still know who they are. It was like, come on, man, we live in a world where everybody know who. You know what I mean?
Connected.
Iron Man at first, I am Iron Man. So now there ain't no question who Iron Man, Captain America. Everybody know who Captain America. I mean, everybody know who these guys are.
Right.
The world knows. So now it's like it's not a big story. Like he had almost still had maybe a Spider-Man from his aunt, and then even she found out that
Well, because
home,
he has a mask on and that kind of shit.
but even she found out the homecoming when he came in, he was on the wall, or whatever. So that has been broken. So I think the whole like I'm a spy at night that won't fly to me no much.
Is Venom going to be a great show?
It's Sony, so we see. I'm gonna go see it for sure.
Okay. All right.
For sure, I'm going to open at night.
Hey folks, Heaviest Radio Show, man, you hear it, man. And you know, we preview all the shows, man. We check out everything, man. I tell you what, I have a playlist, man, of blues music that I'll be listening to, you know, on my ride and whatnot. I'll let you guys check it out. I don't know if I can send it to you, man, but it's some
Moose getting awfully cool on us.
it's some outstanding blues music, man, that I really, really enjoy. And so I had to hit you guys on to it sometime. Maybe we'll smoke some cigars and listen to some Moose blues.
I'm glad Moose finally came to my side of the cigars, man.
I smoke cigars.
Not like this. Now you ain't the past couple of weeks, man. Like you've been on it, man.
Only because I smoke one on a Tuesday.
Smoke
Yeah.
one on Saturday.
And on
Well, it's because
Saturday.
you found those ones you like.
Yeah.
Normally, Moose, you have smoked probably more than the last one that you have in the past.
No,
8.
I enjoy cigars and have enjoyed cigars since I've been an adult.
I know.
However,
but, we me and you never broke bread that much.
However, I don't like when it's all caught up in my nostrils and all of my clothes and all of my face and I can't wash it off. The ones I found here recently, I can wash off in a night. I can brush my teeth, gargle, and take a shower, and I'm good. That's what I like.
Yeah, man. So I'm proud.
I don't like those Maduros or some of those other harsh.
They're heavy.
Some of those harsh, heavy ones where I gotta take 2 showers and it's on me for the whole weekend. I do not like them, so I will not smoke them. Like I said, but I found these ones that I enjoy, man. So you know.
Good for you, man.
Matter of fact, I took a picture, man. The Cuban on top of this. I'll post it tonight. I took a picture on top of the Cuban on top of this trash can. It's just a real good urban picture, man. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to check that out.
All right.
Hey, Heavy's Radio Show, man. I tell you what, man. You know what? Guess what, folks? We done.
Yeah, we run that news real quick.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll give you a quick rundown of the Emmys.
Outstanding. Go.
So I'll give you the highlights. The biggest story of the night was that there was a proposal at the Emmys, and then the black girl from Saturday Night Live. What's her
I'm
name?
sorry, did you say the black girl from
Yeah,
Saturday Night
Ivor
Live?
Pilgrim.
This is not Run That News if you don't know her name.
No,
She's actually mixed, but go ahead.
No, she's not.
No,
If her name was Kardashian, she'd know it.
right.
She's not
No.
mixed. Light skinned girl.
No, it's a dark skin.
No, she has short
Leslie,
hair.
And I
She's
know-
so
it's-
funny.
It's Leslie
Leslie
something.
something.
She's funny.
Got a picture of her?
So, no, I'll find one. So, at the Emmys last night, Glenn Weiss decided that he was going
Who is?
an important guy.
He won. What did he win for?
Yeah, it's not in this part.
Folks, you know what?
I'll find it.
Run That News, man. That may be a
the
segment that we don't.
story that is
Leslie
exciting
Jones.
That's her
today
name, man.
is that there is a proposal on stage, and that's what I want to talk about.
We have no picture of the people getting married.
Would you hold on? I'm not there yet.
We don't even know what movie. We don't know why he won an Emmy.
I've never seen it before in my whole life. I've never seen this dude.
All right, go.
Anyway, so he was up on stage accepting his award, and apparently she always asks him why he doesn't call her his girlfriend. So last night he was like, "Do you want to know why I never call you my girlfriend? It's because I want to call you my wife." So then, what's her name? Leslie Jones?
Leslie
Yes.
Jones.
So then she got
Oh,
on.
the busted chick.
She's
Very funny.
hilarious.
She's funny, but she said she would never get married. She thought she was too ugly.
So she hopped on social media and she was like, "That is real love. If you don't love me like that, it is not true." She was cracking me up.
She, you know, I saw that.
She went with the spike hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who
So she took
white boy marrying her.
No, it wasn't her. She was making a joke about somebody else.
Oh.
And the joke that Leslie made was that, so she had like a video and she was like, if you're gonna marry me, you better ask me on the Emmys. That's the only way it's gonna
Yes.
happen, you know. 'Cause if you don't ask me on the Emmys, then it ain't happening.
Also, apparently, his family is saying that they're just shocked. They never saw this coming. They didn't know they were that serious. Blah 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 blah. You know, everybody's dramatic. So
I just want a picture.
that is. Oh, of the two,
You got one job. Just produce a picture.
All right,
I can't see that. Make it
and
big.
anything else? And then, what else? What else?
No, you
happened?
told me that we were going to be done. I told you I'd give you a quick rundown. That was the most exciting.
That
thing
was
that
it.
happened.
That's not a rundown. That's one thing.
That was the most exciting thing that happened.
There was a bunch of black folks that won like in several categories.
Justin Timberlake.
That's never happened before.
Justin Timberlake
He's
was
not
super
black.
excited for
Oh,
Jessica
man.
Biel.
So you said he asked a black girl to marry him. And she,
No, I didn't.
No, you
I
know all
never
messed
said
up.
that.
You know what? That's why I found it entertaining until I found out it was
I
just
never said that.
two people getting married.
Nope, never said that.
Yeah,
There was
but-
probably
yeah,
some
but-
drama at the Emmys that I don't
All
care
the Nike
about.
stuff, people wearing Nike, you didn't talk about that?
Nope.
What happened?
The big
All-
thing was the proposal.
Some black actresses was wearing Nike shirts at the Emmys, somebody for Kaepernick or whatever. Like Nike knew what they was doing, bro.
Oh, there's no question.
It's amazing I knew that, and I ain't do real news.
So if you saw, I have one picture with Michael J. Fox. It is absolutely hilarious.
Was it still?
The grandma from Blackish.
I have to show it to you.
Yeah.
What did she do?
She was the one wearing Nike.
Oh, she was okay.
I just picture in real life that she is the grandma on Blackish, and so her sassy attitude for sure would do that.
Do you know that she really suffers from multiple bipolarism in real life?
I'm sorry. Did you say?
That's not a word.
I don't know.
I like it, but it's not
I'm
real.
sorry. Did you say
I think
bipolar?
she is diagnosed, and she said for a long time she like, and sometimes in her acting
Comes out.
it comes out.
Huh.
Some of her roles and stuff.
Her name's Jennifer Lewis, and she
Yes.
said, I'm wearing Nike to tell them how proud I am of them for supporting Colin Kaepernick and his protests against police brutality and racial injustice. I speak to the millennials tonight and tell them they are not alone in standing up, the 61-year-old actress said. We're right behind them. Their ancestors are behind them who took 2 knees and 2 hands picking cotton.
That's outstanding. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you guys ever listen to,
Bedazzled.
if you guys ever listen to
You might want to stop me.
to Chuck D and all
He's
them.
moving to Chicago.
Yeah, you ever listen to Chuck D and all them?
You should.
And he was like, "I like Nike, but wait a minute." Remember
Shut
that?
them down.
Yeah.
Shut them
And,
down.
you know, it was one of those things where I feel like people liked him, but they were against him a little bit. But man, they have really shown that they are down for the people.
Can I ask a question? I just want to ask a question. Man. So,
Folks, this is probably going to shut down the show. Thank you for listening.
never mind. I ain't gonna go there, man.
What happened?
Oh, I just. How long can we milk the picking cotton stuff, yo? How long can we just? How long can we milk that, man? Like at some point,
are
like,
you
That
one
question
of the
was not
brothers?
directed towards
No,
me.
So
I'm not-
are you one of the brothers
I'm
that's
not.
saying, well, are you one of the people? Because not brothers. There's not very many brothers. You one of the people that's saying, hey guys, get over slavery.
No, I'm not getting overstate. But what I'm saying is, it's like let's.
That's gonna be next week's
That's
topic.
like when he was talking about, she said, civil social injustice for people taking
Racial.
racial justice, people taking 2 days picking cotton. Like whoa, that's almost 5 centuries ago. You know, like let's not forget about it, not forget where it comes from. I get with all the things that people benefit from. I get all of that. But at some point, we gotta say, no, what? We gotta start looking ahead because this goes into my tell you why I'm mad, son. We gotta start looking ahead, and the problem as to why, as black people, we get left behind is I had a situation today where, for whatever reason, a lot of our older black generation do not embrace technology. Like I ain't been do all this stuff with this stuff. Like no, because like you do realize in 10 years your whole life will be this, and then you'll be left behind again because you refuse to learn the skills of the future. Stop hanging on to what I used to do. Stop hanging on to that. Like what we used to do, that's gone. Like that.
No, I'm writing a check to pay this bill.
Yeah, like we're not doing that no more, man.
Who
Like,
does that?
like you gotta move.
Oh.
So out here I am spending 2 hours with this guy trying to get his Wi-Fi password. I'm like, dude, like I'm trying to be as nice as I can. Like, brother, like it's here, it's on the box, man. Or she's like, it's this one, okay. Type it ain't working. I'm like, dude, like somebody in his house, there's somebody you can contact that has the Wi-Fi password.
Hey, folks, get up with us, man. Next week,
What's the
we are gonna get in. We are gonna for sure get into why the black folks are behind. Folks, get in with us next week, man. Heavy Hitters Radio Show. Hey, by the way, the Circle City Classic. Circle City Classic is this weekend, man. You got Howard University and you got Bethune-Cookman playing in the Circle City Classic. It's nothing like it used to be. I apologize, man. I don't know why I'm apologizing because it wasn't like it was my idea, but it's nothing like it used to be. But man, you know what? If you want to holler at something, there's a thing going on here at Sticks at 361
Indiana.
And then on the 28th, man, we got the Heavy Hitters first comedy show, man. Heavy Hitters Comedy Combat.
Do.
Yeah, that's us, man. So check it out.
And make sure if you're down at the Circle City Classic Parade, you look for the G3 dance team performances. Your man DJ Longgreen provided the mixes, and they are fire.
Outstanding. And by the way, DJ Longgreen, I think I saw you on one of the social medias working with Javon. Are you guys doing some sort of music or something? Is it Javon? What's that brother's name? Yeah, the brother that came here with B&B and all that.
No?
I'm for sure I saw you.
Working with him? I haven't
Yeah,
seen him.
you were.
I haven't seen him since
a dude
we were
was
here.
rapping and you were DJing for sure. That happened.
It wasn't Javon then.
What's his name? What's the guy's name?
It was probably either D'Angelo DeJohn.
That's it.
Or
That's
Sam
it. Well, that's
Smush.
it. It's D'Angelo Devon. That's it. Same thing.
Totally different people, but
How'd that
same
go?
thing.
Exact same thing.
How'd that go?
It was cool, man. So we getting ready for this show at Square Cat Vinyl. So it'll be fun, man. It was cool.
All right, outstanding, man. Jeez, you got anything going on?
It's work.
Right. E. M.
See.
You got anything going on?
Just, living the dream. Preparing to laugh my ass off on the 28th.
All right, outstanding, man, folks.
Because I've met the comedians. They're hilarious.
This is Moose aka Big House, man. You know what? I think I'm gonna come out of retirement and do a small set. My hope is that one of these guys hosts. But if they don't, then I'll host. Otherwise, I'll do a small set if they don't host. Or if they do host, I'll do a small set, man, and to represent the Heavy Hitters Radio Show. And man, that's coming up the 28th, man. So check us out, man. The Sticks. I tell you what, they got $5 margaritas. And we got Heavy Hitters margaritas. You can check those out,
delicious.
man. And I saw some folks popped last week off the $5 margaritas.
Shout out Just Two.
Yeah.
Jasmine White.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure, she was on there. Hey, Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man. Remember, we are where you are.
So get comfortable.
Come on in. Yeah,
Your mouth.
Hey, man, peace. That's us, man.